Okay, so another very important neurotransmitter is norepinephrine, which we've already discussed in relationship to the sympathetic nervous system. Remember, it is released, by postganglionic neurons of the sympathetic nervous system onto target organs like the heart, where it will result in, activation, fight or flight response, increased heart rate in the case of the heart. Well, norepinephrine is another catecholamine neurotransmitter like dopamine, and it is manufactured actually from dopamine. So remember, in our neurons that release dopamine, those neurons will express two synthesizing enzymes. The first will grab onto tyrosine, our amino acid precursor, right, our raw material, and convert it to L-DOPA. And the second, synthesizing enzyme will grab onto the L-DOPA and convert it into dopamine. Well, in neurons that are going to release norepinephrine and not dopamine, those neurons actually express a third synthesizing enzyme that will grab on to the dopamine and tweak it one more time and convert it to norepinephrine. So norepinephrine actually looks a good deal like dopamine. They're both monoamines, right? They have the one amino group, and they are also both catecholamines. They've got that catechol ring. Like dopamine, and also like acetylcholine, there's a brainstem source actually for norepinephrine, and the brainstem source for norepinephrine is a nucleus that's referred to as the locus, which means the location or spot, ceruleus, and that's Latin for sort of cerulean or blue, right? So it's kind of the blue spot, and norepinephrine. All the norepinephrine pretty much in your brain is released from neurons that originate, whose cell bodies are located in the locus ceruleus. Now they project very widely throughout the brain, and they're very important for basically alerting you to something novel, unique, unexpected, like that. Probably just provoked a pretty tremendous release of norepinephrine from your locus ceruleus. Anything unusual or unexpected will generate a great big surge of locus ceruleus activation and release of norepinephrine all over the brain. So definitely the locus ceruleus or norepinephrine is a neurotransmitter that's associated with increasing kind of mood, with orienting to something external that grabs your attention. Anything novel, unusual, interesting will typically provoke a significant release of norepinephrine from the locus ceruleus.